it all worth saving? Well, you see, it's not me, it's the world gone crazy. In your base, they are crawling with the screams and the moans and the blood and the bones. In your head, they keep calling. In your head, zombie, zombie, zombie. What's in your head? In your head, survivor, fighter, zombie. Oh, shots in the dark. Run through the sparks. They're never far. We bear the scars. not me, it's the world gone crazy. In your base, they are clawing. With the screams and the moans and the blood and the bones in your head, they keep calling. In your head, zombie, zombie, zombie. What's in your head, survivor, fighter, zombie. Oh, do, 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 shots in the dark, do, 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 do. Run through the sparks, do, 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 do. They're never far, do, 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 do. We bear the scars. Another shelter's falling. Hope is under fire. When the silence turns to violence, was it either siren? What you see in your brain is the world gone crazy. In your base, they are calling. With the screams and the moans and the blood and the bones in your head, they keep calling. With the screams and the moans and the cold dead eyes in your mind, there's still something in your head, zombie, zombie, zombie. What's in your head, survivor, fighter, zombie. Oh, keep moving on, yeah, 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 yeah. Do, 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 do. Run through the sparks. In your head, zombie, zombie, zombie. What's in your head, survivor, fighter, zombie. Oh, keep moving on, yeah, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. The soul walks lonely, hope is under fire. And the silence turns to violence, mirage from the pyre. Oh, it's the same old pain, this infected game. In your head they keep haunting. With their bites and their groans and the cold dead eyes. In your mind, it's still something in your head.
shattered zone. Ashes paint the streets, and we walk alone, heart still beating. You're just 19, feeling twice as old, but you're breathing. Rise up, claw your way through fire and dust. Rise up, we don't bow no matter what. Rise up, eyes on hope, hands on rust. Rise up, together. Winter stole the spring. All our kin are gone. When the sirens start to ring, no one's left to sing. No one mourns, just worn out thorns. Rise up, chase the sun through toxic skies. Rise up, don't give in, don't close your eyes. Rise up, even pain can make us rise. Rise up, together. Together. There's a place we crawl where the broken hide, by the firelight, where the brave have died. But we're not leaving. Through the dark we bleed for light, and keep on breathing. Rise up, stand on bones and broken stone. Rise up, even ruined hearts can glow. Rise up, there's no path but through the smoke. Rise up, together. Together. Rise up, we are the ones they couldn't drown. Rise up, we wear the scars, we hold this ground. Rise up, we're still here, we're battle bound. Rise up, forever.
We were soldiers in our hearts, battles fought with reckless sparks, trenches made of broken dreams, war games tearing at the seams. We were soldiers in our hearts, battles fought with reckless sparks, trenches made of broken dreams, war games tearing at the seams. Words like bullets in the air, wounded love laid bare to share. Promises like fragile truths, war games left us with no use. War games played in shadow rooms, hearts caught in the grip of gloom. Truth turned blue in the fight, war games haunt us every night. Oh, letters written at the sand, silent screams of discontent, scars we wear like battlefields.